Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Disney is linked with enchantment for many enthusiasts. Over the years, the studio has brought fantasy to life in various films, ranging from traditional fairy tales like Sleeping Beauty to reimaginings of Shakespeare's works like The Lion King. So, let's look at why do many Disney characters lose their parents? Number 5. Which Disney characters have parents? Over the years, fans have observed a recurring theme in Disney animated films. How many prominent characters are missing their parents, especially their moms? Snow White, whose voice actress, Adriana Caselotti, was reputedly blacklisted from Hollywood by Disney, is one of the legendary Disney princesses that either doesn't have a mother or whose mother dies throughout the plot. Pinocchio, Bambi, Peter Pan, Cinderella, Ariel, Belle, Aladdin, Lilo, Anna and Elsa are just a few prominent motherless characters. Of course, Disney may have included this on purpose, but why is that? Number 4. Walt Disney's real-life experience. The most frequent idea is that Walt Disney's mother died unexpectedly, so he constantly includes characters who lose their parents. Some believe that he made his famous characters lose their moms because it reflected his own experience. According to E! News, Disney and his brother Roy purchased a home for their parents in the late 1930s. Walt dispatched one of his staff to the residence to repair the furnace. When his parents moved there, though, the furnace began to leak. Unfortunately, his mother died due to this. Carbon monoxide poisoning was the cause of her death. Even though Disney never mentioned the occurrence to his staff, some speculate that this experience caused him to start the trend of his characters losing their moms. It is claimed to have been the most traumatic occurrence of his life, which he was never able to discuss honestly with anybody, including his children. Walt and his brother Roy regularly visited their mother's cemetery in the months following her death. Walt Disney not only mourned the loss of his mother, but he also felt guilty for her death. According to reports, this is because he acquired the property with a broken furnace and sent personnel from his studio to fix it, which resulted in a disastrous outcome. Feeling responsible may have prompted him to incorporate this element into his works. Number 3. Did Walt Disney make his characters orphans? While the argument that Disney was inspired and haunted by events in his own life is compelling, it is not universally accepted. Save Our Snopes debunked this notion, pointing out that Disney characters began losing their moms before Flora Disney passed away in 1938. According to this article, the motherless kid was already present in many fairy tales that Disney adapted, and he did not invent it. In the original Grimm Brothers fairy tale, Snow White's mother, for example, perished. In the same way, Disney did not originate Pinocchio, Peter Pan, or other motherless characters in their Disney versions. Number 2. Disney character development relies on tragic events. This is another reason why so many Disney characters are motherless, according to Disney executive producer Don Hahn, who worked on the film Maleficent starring Angelina Jolie. One reason is practical, Hahn told Glamour. Since the movies are 80 or 90 minutes long and Disney pictures are about growing up, they're about the time in your life when you have to take responsibility for yourself. For example, Simba attempted to flee his house, but was forced to return. It's much easier to make characters grow up when you bump off their parents in shorthand. The effect of losing a parent, according to Hahn, compels a character to mature and propels the story ahead while simultaneously building their character. This might be the underlying cause for the lack of mothers among Disney characters. Number 1. There's a psychological reason. Surprisingly, psychology claims that children like living vicariously via these tragic events and dangerous stories. Children who have their issues solved by their parents do not feel empowered. They're presumably not permitted to embark on unaccompanied excursions or fight psychopathic villains. Orphaned literary characters must be self-sufficient, and they're frequently endowed with far more strength and purpose than the usual preteen. This is thrilling for young readers and viewers who yearn to make fundamental decisions for themselves. Death as a plot device might feel overdone and get in the way of what the tale is about, without the pleasure of the adventure and the enormous personalities of the pint-sized heroes. Disney may have pulled the dead parent card too many times with Onward. Onward's depiction of brothers growing up without a father is well-intentioned. Still, its concept appears to want to explore themes of acceptance and not rely too heavily on technology, and it didn't need to use a disembodied set of legs to do it. Disney's live-action films, The Nutcracker and the Four Realms, Dumbo and Mary Poppins Returns are perhaps more blatant. Writers conjured up deceased moms from thin air when none existed in the source material. Kids know when a parent's death is used as a manipulative shortcut to elicit tears. With a virtual monopoly on pop culture aimed at children, the studio is more than capable of delivering gripping death stories. Disney typically gets it right when it comes to using the writer's tool of departed parents, either hardly acknowledging it, Cinderella, or making the most of it in every frame. Let's hope that Disney will only target that rare breed of caring parents when required. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. We will see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye!